Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with my crazy hair and today I'm going to be talking about my January TBR. So it was really crazy. So this is all the books I'm planning to read in January. So I've tried not to be too ambitious because obviously I'm going back to uni and it's my final placement before finals, which is terrifying, but also I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm looking forward to it because it's something called, it's basically orthopedics and rheumatology, and I'm not sure how much I really like orthopedics, but we'll see. We might not have too much time for reading, but obviously I do like to read quite a lot, so I will probably read some books. And anyway, what's the point in not being ambitious in a TBR, because I always like to be ambitious, so I was way too ambitious in my December TBR. But anyway, so some of the books you might notice have carried over. Let's just get started. So first of all, we have some books that I would like to read on audio. So the first one is, so The Last Son by, I've forgotten who this is by. But anyway, it was in the Audible £3 sale. And I was obviously very excited because I love a good sale. And I'd had this one on my eye for ages. It sounds like a sort of magical school, and I think it's queer as well. And yeah, it just sounds good, and I'm sure I've heard someone talk about it and say it was good, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And then also from Audible, the Audible Plus, so that's like books you can, if you're an Audible member, you can get them free. So The Galaxy Game by Karen Lord, which is like the companion book to, and I don't know if you can really see it, but The Best of All Possible Worlds. I love The Best of All Possible Worlds. Yeah, so I was really excited that the sort of sequel companion was available on the Audible Plus. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one. And then also on Audible Plus was Arcane, which I'd heard about this series ages ago, and then I just saw it one day on Audible and it was available. So I was like, oh yeah, I want to read that. It's about a 6-book series, I think. And I don't really know anything about it. This is not a very good TBR video. Don't really know anything about it, but I do know that I think it has like a wolf companion. And obviously after reading the Farseer trilogy, I'm definitely in super the mood for wolfy companions slash talking animal companions. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading that one as well. And if I enjoy it, then the whole series is available on Audible Plus, so I'm really looking forward to reading them if I enjoy the first one. Then also we have The Luminous Dead, which I just bought for myself with a credit, and this is by Caitlin Sterling. And I haven't read any of her books, but I also really want to read the Death of Jane Lawrence or something like that. And so they kind of give gothic-y horror vibes. Well, I think The Luminous Dead is they're all trapped in a cave or something, and I've definitely heard it's sapphic. Yeah, it just sounds kind of creepy, and it sounds like the kind of horror I like. I loved Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, so I think it gives me sort of similar vibes from the synopsis, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. And then the final audiobook, we'll get the audiobooks out. I usually leave audiobooks till last, but we're getting them out the way early this time. So the final, oh no, that is all the audiobooks. Oh, I just totally played myself. Okay, anyway, so the next book on this TBR is The City of Lies by Sam Hawke. And I think I had this one on my December TBR as well, but we're having to carry it over because I didn't get around to it in December. But to be honest, my December TBR was way too ambitious. But anyway, so this one we're following, I think, a poisoner, and he has possibly been framed for something. Or no, that's just his job to detect, concoct and withstand poisons to protect the sovereign family. And his sister also has some sort of clandestine duty of kind of secret keeper type thing. So the Chancellor succumbs to an unnamed poison. And it's up to these pair of siblings to save their homeworld, which just sounds so cool. Oh, and it says ancient spirits are rising. I always love a good ancient spirit type thing. So yeah, I think I'm really gonna enjoy this one. And then I also have its sequel, which I probably won't get to in January, but yeah, and it's quite chunky. It's over 600 pages, so definitely a weekend book. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. And then we also have Legacy of Light, which is another chunky one. So I requested this one on NetGalley. I think it's already out, but then I think maybe the paperback's coming out in the UK or something, so it's available for Orbit on no, yeah, I saw it on the Orbit newsletter, so I requested it on NetGalley. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It's the final book in the Legacy of Ash trilogy. I'm not sure what this series is called. It probably has a name, but I do really like this series. It's a lot of fun, and some of the characters I really love. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all concludes. And I feel like each book, well, there's only been 2 so far, but I like Legacy of Steel a lot more than, well, not a lot more, but I liked it more than Legacy of Ash. I thought it was a big improvement. So, well, not necessarily an improvement, but I was more attached to the characters and like the story more. So I feel like Legacy of Light will only be even better. So yeah, so that's that one. And the first, it's a really hard series to describe. It's like the first one is basically the prologue. It's this sort of rebel figure, and she dies in the prologue, but her children kind of survive her, and then we're following her children like 20 years or so later. So the 2 children, so Jossry and Colleen, and they are essentially 2 of the main characters. And there's a lot of politics going on in the Empire. There's like various factions trying to like take over, and various like little wars going on, so it's all very political. Jossry is trying to like live up to his family's legacy, and Colleen is trying to escape her family's legacy, so it's quite interesting. There's lots of different characters, it's just a great like epic saga. So yeah, I think if you like epic fantasy, you'll enjoy the series. Okay, then next we have books 2 and 3 in the, I think it's called the Night Runner series. So the first book is called Look in the Shadows, which I've been reading. Like, I'm about a third of the way through now, so I know it was about 5 days from the end, well, 5-6 days from the end of December. So I'm hoping to finish that before the end of December, and then get to books 2 and 3 in January, because I really enjoy it. It's reminding me a lot of Robin Hobb, but slightly more like fun / light-hearted in tone. Yeah, so books 2 and 3 are called The Traitor's Moon and Stalking Darkness. I'm not quite sure which way around those are. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to these. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's basically this young lad / young man called Alec, and he, at the start of the first book, Look in the Shadows, he is like trapped in prison because he's been framed, or they thought he was a spy, but he wasn't actually a spy, he was just there. And his like cellmate, who's this like mysterious guy called Sergil, rescues him from prison and then takes him under his wing as his apprentice. And he's essentially like I don't really know what Sergil is. He's like a mischief maker. I don't know. No, he's essentially almost like a spy. Like, they do like break-ins and robberies and stuff like that. Maybe he's a criminal. No, I don't think he's a criminal. But then there's like, they also travel to a city where there's like wizards and things. So it's quite a fun series. And I believe it's queer as well. It's not in the first book, I don't think, but like the second book, I think it becomes. So I'm looking forward to that, especially because it was written in the 90s, so I think it's like a bit of classic queer literature. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then also I want to read a couple of the books that I got for Christmas. Well, yeah, / bought myself for Christmas. This one I really like to read is The Beast Player. I just think I'm going to absolutely love this, and I think it's sort of middle grade-y, like Studio Ghibli vibes, so I think it'll be quite nice and like relaxing to read, especially if I'm a bit stressed with revision. And it also feels like the kind of book that even if you don't read it like super quickly, that you could just pick it up for a bit, read a little bit, get the like atmosphere and come back to it. So I think I will really enjoy reading this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. In a similar vein as well, Eva Evergreen, The Semi-Magical Witch, which is another like Studio Ghibli type vibe book. So this was bought for me by the lovely Tammy. And it essentially sounds like she's meant to be a witch. Well, she's like training to be a novice witch, but she doesn't have much magic. So she travels to this tranquil coastal town where the residents expect a powerful witch, but she's not very powerful. So she comes up with a plan to set up a magic repair shop, and then a big storm comes and threatens the town, and she must conjure up all the magic, bravery and cleverness she can muster, or Terry and her dreams of becoming a witch will wash away with the storm. So it sounds really good. It sounds so cute. I've heard it has big Studio Ghibli vibes. I've heard it's very similar to like Kiki's Delivery Service, which I love. and there's a little cute little animal companion thing. So I'm just really looking forward to this book. I think it's going to be so cute. What other books do I want to read? Oh yeah, well there's always the Eye of the World. I honestly don't think I'm going to get to it by the end of the year. I'm trying to finish off Assassin's Quest right now. I have about 300 pages left. And then I also really want to try and finish off the Lycanius trilogy, which is another 800-page book. So that's quite a lot to read by the end of the year. So I don't think I'm going to make it to the Eye of the World. So I guess that can be on my January TBR. And also actually above that is Blood of an Exile. So I would like to get to this one. I think this was on my December TBR as well, but I didn't get to it. So I can blame the SJT for that one. That was an exam I had to do in December, which is the world's stupidest exam, but I did it and it was okay. Yeah, and this one just sounds like a lot of fun. I've actually heard good things. I haven't heard loads, but the things I've heard have been good. And it's basically this character who, yeah, was once a powerful dragon slayer and then he was exiled. And now he's given like one final task, which if he completes, he will be like a free man. And he has to go, the journey will take him across monster-infested mountains into a forbidden city guarded by deadly technology. So it sounds like a bit of a quest, which I always love. So yeah, looking forward to that one. I think that is everything on my TBR. If I get approved for like any arcs, I tend to prioritise those because I don't like having too many outstanding arcs. So yeah, that is the video. Let me know in the comments a book you're looking forward to reading in January. I would love to know. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope you're all having a really great day, and I'll see you next time.